Islam, peace, love, and energy. I am Shade Renee L, all rights reserved, and I'm back at it again with another video. And today I'm just going to be doing a quick video, just some words of encouragement, some daily affirmations. Some can use them as prayers, songs, things of that nature. I'll just get straight into the reading. With that being said, you already know, free baby Ashe. She will be home soon. And I'll read as follows. Cultural virtues, ethics, morals, and principles for living. The philosophy, morality, spirituality, and ethics that Africans use to understand themselves relate to each other and their culture and nature as their worldview cosmology. This cosmology sees the original substance that God and people are made as the eternity of infinity. Infinity exists in a person's life if they live according to the principles of Maat. The purpose of marriage, eating, talking, sex, happiness, children, or work is to serve Maat. Maat unified all African groups as one African people, and you will see Maat often in cultural virtues, ethics, morals, and principles for living. These virtues phrases can be used as prayers, affirmations, songs, or as a rap. Some phrases can be recited every day, or a portion of the virtues can be read daily. The virtues can be used to teach. You can say them when you are stressed or use them to relax. Be creative with them. The virtues incorporate the principles of the Egyptian Book of the Dead, Kwanzaa, Maat, and Zulu principles. I am alive. I am conscious and aware of God's consciousness in me. I am unique because God is the ultimate uniqueness. I am who I say I am. I am a tribute of God. I forever evolve inwardly and outwardly and grow as I face life's challenges. I am the face of humanity. The face of humanity is my face. I meditate upon the godliness in me. I perceive that which I perceive is good, consciousness in me. God's consciousness is a never-ending or beginning value. Value is eternal consciousness of God. Consciousness is that in which all things have their origins. It does not change. It exists from eternity to eternity because it belongs to God. It is an infinite unity of unities. It is forever evolving to its highest good because God is the highest good. It is a part of God. It is God. The value of a godly life may take many forms. Each form is a total form of God. Each form of God evolves to other forms of God. The cosmic order is an indefinite total of forms and an eternal form of life. I am life of God. I am infinite reality. I am consciousness of God. The infinity is a unity. It cannot be destroyed. I am united with God and a unity of God. I cannot be destroyed. The infinity and I are inseparable. I cannot exist outside of the infinity of God, for there is no outside of God. Everything is inside the infinity of God. Reality is the infinity of God. It is a whole. It cannot be other than whole. Without me, it cannot be whole. Nothing can be added or subtracted from the whole. I cannot be separated or subtracted from God. The infinity of God is alive. There is no death within it. There is life and perpetual consciousness and universal reality. That which is alive has purpose. Purpose is destiny. I entered the earth to create Ma'at out of my life. I recognize my person as a light of God. I pay homage to the light. The light will prevail, for I know I shall prevail. For I am who I say I am. No falsehood or negative force in life will conquer me. I do unto others as God would do unto others. I am God's constant. I am universal constant. I am cosmic constant. I descended from God and ascended to God. Appearing in physical form follows laws. God's laws make things appear. Appearing is an attribute of God. To appear is to follow God's laws. I exist because of the law of appearing. I am perpetual evolution. My destiny is to reach my higher good. I am involving attribute and value of God. Ma'at is my staff, cane, scepter. To know it is the challenge of being human. Forever to discover it is the promise of being human. Perfection is the continuing response to the ever-moving and evolving life of Ma'at. The unreal falsehoods and negative actions and thoughts will not distort my life. The unreal cannot sway or entice me. I listen to the voice of Ma'at in me. It tells me I am guided. It tells me I am protected. I walk in the shadow of the Ma'at principles of righteousness, justice, harmony, truth, order, reciprocity, prosperity, and balance. Ma'at is my eternity and rebirth. I do not apologize for being living. I walk in humility in the presence of God. I worship and respect God's gift of life. I worship no man, woman, ritual, ceremony, spirit, oracle, or religion, except God in my person. I only worship God. Ma'at is a manifestation of God. Ma'at is real. The Ma'at person has compassion, wisdom, and higher truths to guide them. Crutches and excuses for not following Ma'at are ignorance. Ma'at is the trustee of my estate. I am the master. I grow in understanding. I outgrow the need for crutches and excuses. I stand on my feet. I march into the future with Ma'at as my guide. Nothing can strike terror in my heart, for I am an infinite consciousness of God. I can count my limitations, weaknesses, strengths, ignorance, and intelligence. Ma'at teaches me how to count them. To know them is to know my personality. My personality is a genetic expression of Ma'at. My mother is all woman. All women are mothers. I honor and respect all women. I cry out to them, arise, mothers of Maat. Lead your children on a safe journey to a better future. To all men I say, arise, fathers of Ma'at. Create the world in which it will be with no white supremacy or wrongs to harm your children. For all I desire is to realize the promise of being human as defined by Ma'at. Good and evil are related. Either translates Ma'at into action. Virtue is knowledge and practice of Ma'at. Vice is ignorance of Ma'at. To know Ma'at is the glory of being human. It is the living reality. Perpetually to be responsible is being conscious of Ma'at in your daily life. I have all I need forever to be responsible. For I am the source of all meaning, all value, and all authority, because I am God's source and God is my source. I built Ma'at in me in order to worship the person God has made me. What I conceive, I believe. What I believe, I can achieve. That which I achieve is a manifestation of God. That which I believe is God. God is an unchanging part of me. God is my internal consciousness. To conceive or believe is to create godliness. Godliness is the perpetual evolution of Ma'at. That which is freely asked or freely giving is called cradle and Maat. Imposed love is a crime against me, Maat. I am sovereign of my life. My neighbor is a sovereign of his or her life. My culture is a collective sovereignty. My culture exists to ensure that my race and I realize Maat and reach our highest level of being human. I have no right to anything I deny my brothers and sisters. I am all are me. I come from eternity. The present is a moment in eternity. I belong to the past, present, and future. I can commit no greater crime than to frustrate my neighbor's attempt to practice Maat. All of my brothers and sisters practicing Maat is our guarantee of survival. I define myself in what I do to my brothers and sisters. No race has any right to prescribe destiny for African peoples. No one can challenge Maat and win. I am not afraid of seizing my freedom. I know my way to eternity. My mind is capable of giving solutions to problems. The eternal person is universal man, universal woman, and universal child within the universal God. I am the universal constant. I am a cosmic constant. I am all in one. I am one in all because I am a child of all in all God. I am the circle which encompasses infinity. I am the point that is the beginning of the circle. I am the value behind the circle. I am the attribute of God, the knower of all probabilities, possibilities, all that is seen and unseen. There is nothing I cannot know. There is no force of white domination and white supremacy that I cannot crush. There is no force of white domination and white supremacy that I cannot crush. Nothing exists anywhere which can destroy my ability to be free of white supremacy. I am who I am. I am not a creature. Nothing can destroy me. I am the self-evolving value of God. I live forever and ever. I am self-defining value of God. I am the reality of God. I am a genetic code. I am part of the universe, and the universe is a part of me. The ancestral genes in me have vital elements of Maat. They are the center and the core, the value of God, the body, the aura, the Maat and infinite consciousness. I am truth. I sincerely use real facts and act upon them. I am justice. I use balanced righteousness. I am propriety. I have the quality of respecting others. I am harmony. I do not bring negative conflict to my relationship to others. I am balance. I regulate my words and deeds with equality. I am reciprocity. I mutually exchange and demand mutual exchange of others. I am order. I arrange my life so that it has regularity. I am living my principles of truth, justice, propriety, harmony, balance, reciprocity, and order. I am Maat. Maat and God consciousness is the environment in which I existed. I am a reality of God. I am adequate. I have in me all I need to be the best I can be. I reject actions and thoughts that are not Maat. Whoever wishes me good, let that good go to them. It is their reciprocity. Whoever wishes me to achieve my highest good, let them achieve their highest good. Whoever wishes I should die, let his or her wish be his or her fate. For I want nothing to which I have no right. I am the servant of God. My father and mother are the messengers of my ancestors. My ancestors are humanity. All I live for is the best that I can be. I do not prescribe destiny for my brothers and sisters. My brothers and sisters are myself in different guise. Equals do not prescribe destiny for each other. They hold conversations that center around Ma'at. They oppose ideas that go against Ma'at. Ma'at is the behavior of civilized people. My ability to use Ma'at makes me a value of God. It makes me wise when strong and brave when weak. There are no problems I cannot solve. For I, the person, am my own challenge. Disease has no power over me when I know. I determine my health. I am what I want to be. I see good health and wellness as my destiny. Life takes many routes. The light of God in the person guides me the routes. God leads us along safer routes to a better future. I join hands with the hands of my brothers and sisters. This is my guarantee of reaching the future as I desire. With Ma'at, we march confidently and triumphantly into the future. Ma'at harmonizes my personality and enables me to see my goal clearly. Every moment is a rebirth and resurrection of God in me. My duty is to guide the rebirth with Ma'at. I, and I alone, guide the rebirth. I am unity made by God. I live for unity, Umoja. I am collective work of God. I am responsible to God. I am collective work and responsibility. God determines my destiny. I am self-determination in the light of Ma'at. I am cooperative and economic blessings. I live as a cooperative economic. I am purpose. I am a created creativity. My faith is in God. I live in faith. I live in the proportion to the degree which I practice Ma'at. Knowledge of Ma'at opens new dimensions of my godliness. I meditate upon Ma'at to discover more of Ma'at. God is my key to life. God is the enemy of the people who block me from using Ma'at. For God's principles are in Ma'at. I am born according to Ma'at. I live, grow, and die according to Ma'at. My mother is Ma'at. My father is Ma'at. My relatives, neighbors, brothers, and sisters are Ma'at. We are all bound together by Ma'at. My brothers and sisters are mankind. Mankind is Ma'at. Life separates in unities according to Ma'at. Conflict is an aspect of Ma'at. Conflict is a moment of being unconscious of Ma'at. Problems arise due to the person's failing to serve God. Harmony and balance are the fulfillment of Ma'at. Problems are an inadequate use of Ma'at. The word is Ma'at. Everything was Ma'at. I am Ma'at. Ma'at is my brothers and sisters' will. I am a value of God. I have all the power to be what I want to be. There is glory in being human, in being a self-defining value of God. I formed myself out of the consciousness of God. My destiny is written by how well I use Ma'at. I entered upon the earth as an act of God, of will of God. I came to realize the promise of being a value of God, to realize the glory of being human is only to use Ma'at to serve God. To discover more satisfying dimensions of being a person, I must use Ma'at. I am not alone. I have never been alone. I shall never be alone. I exist because we exist. We exist because I exist. I am the village and the village is in me. I exist as a unity and the unity is in me. I am father, mother, child of the unity. I am the past, present, and the future. I have no beginning and no end. I am the universe in which the father and mother merge to become me. I extend myself into the child. The child's genetic code is from my eternity of God. I am the eternal person that evolved from the eternal God. I outgrow the use of excuses and do not hide behind ignorance. I face the challenge of being the eternal child of God. I use Ma'at to align the cells in my body. I know each by name. I am self-knowledge without end because I am God's knowledge realized in a person. That which I eat, drink, hear, touch, see, smell, or learn becomes part of Ma'at in me. I walk in humility in the presence of Ma'at, glorified in my brothers and sisters. I can afford to be humble. I am not afraid. I am adequate because Ma'at makes me adequate. I reject white supremacy. It creates disorder in my personality. I am the enemy of all white supremacy, for white supremacy is an attempt to destroy Ma'at. I am the egg in my mother's womb. I draw to myself that which I need to evolve. Every moment of my life, I evolve to the highest levels of Ma'at. For perpetual evolution of Ma'at is God's destiny for me. I am the person who extends themselves into my brothers and sisters' paths of Ma'at. The mind of my brothers and sisters understands and uses Ma'at. They are my humanity, if and only if they follow Ma'at. Ma'at moves our humanity. It is the face of infinity which sees itself. For infinite consciousness of God knows itself in me. It knows its nature. It knows its destiny. It has written itself everything that satisfies Ma'at. It is itself. It has races and colors because race and colors are designs of God. The human value of God must respond to the life with Ma'at. Behind each change is life's Ma'at. Inadequately serving Ma'at causes changes, as well as adequately serving Ma'at causes changes. And each change is an aspect of Ma'at. Ma'at is holistic. Infinite consciousness is a unity of reality. Life is a unity. Ma'at is a unity. So is energy. So are others, known and unknown, seen and unseen, and incapable of being seen. Your destiny in life is to know your unity, to understand unity with God's creations, to move from eternity to understand them. Your journey on earth is a never-ending journey of spirit. Your destiny is to be spiritually uplifted by Maat. You have all you need for your spiritual journey. You move freely from your spiritual and human journey on the path of Ma'at. In everything you think and do, define and describe yourself. You demonstrate how well you use Ma'at to face challenges. Ma'at is a part of your spirit and consciousness. It has infinite number of aspects. The aspects interact on each other. The interactions produce the thoughts and more Ma'at. Ma'at interacting on itself in you creates thoughts. You evolve your thoughts into actions of Ma'at. You create your reality in life through your actions. You evolve to life challenges by responding with Ma'at. You and your brothers and sisters' purpose are one with Ma'at. Ma'at is placed within us all and provides all we need to discover satisfying dimensions of being human, to realize the promise in attaining your highest good. You are living within God's eternity. So are your brothers and sisters. We are witnesses of what we are. We are living moments in the eternity of God. I am a tiny attribute of God. I am an element, a substance, and an incarnation of God's consciousness. I am an incarnation of Ma'at. I live in Ma'at, Ma'at lives in me. It acts through me and fulfills itself through me. When I know Ma'at fulfills itself and God is in my destiny. When I am ignorant, I disorganize Ma'at and fail to use Ma'at. I create disharmonies in my personality. I hurt my brothers and sisters. I cause problems in the village. I frustrate life's purpose for my brothers and sisters. I confuse others. I live in terror of myself. I plant terror into my brothers and sisters' life. I terrorize all African people. I move our race into cycles and conflict into catastrophe. I collapse in all ignorance I build. I arrive in the state of mind I created. My brothers and sisters see I have failed the race. They say I have fled from the challenge of life and I did not use my eye. I create my destiny in everything I do, and I alone know this destiny. My challenge of being human is forever to use my godliness to serve Ma'at. It is forever to understand my brothers and sisters' journeys of Ma'at, forever to reveal the power of God within me. White supremacy is an enemy of Ma'at. It is collective, passive, and active will of white people as a group to be supreme, to define and control my destiny and my race's destinies with God. White dominion and the beliefs of white supremacy and white racism uses institutions, systems, politics, laws, chemicals, economic, food, natural resources, and military to stay in control of others. It is disguised as democracy or freedom of peace. White supremacy uses freedom and peace to deny African people their human rights. Freedom is practicing your culture at all times and all situations. White supremacy denies us our rights to our culture. Freedom is Maat in action. My actions are Maat. White supremacy denies Maat. It denies my right to be an aspect of God. It is the enemy of my human value. It cannot defeat an African people organized by Maat and united with God. It cannot defeat me or my child. Perpetual evolution in this destiny of consciousness. Consciousness evolves in the response to the challenges of the God force in the consciousness. Maat regulates evolution. It is an aspect of consciousness. It is the will of infinity. It is your will. It explains for everything follows the law of God and there are no mysteries. Mystery is ignorance of God and failure to be conscious of Maat. Everything, everywhere evolves according to God. Maat is knowable. You cannot violate Maat no matter what you do. You can incarnate Maat. Everything you do translates into your actions of Maat or your failures to see and use Maat. The process of Maat are irreversible. Ignorance is trying to make Maat over in order to serve your selfishness. If you destroy Maat, and you will cause the race to suffer. It is a crime against the ancestors of God. Maat can balance and harmonize all conflicts and contradictions. Consciousness, Maat, and you together are eternity of God. Nothing can separate Maat from God. You live in eternity now. You will live forever in God's eternity. It is your destiny. It is how you achieve your highest level of humanism. For you are an attribute of God. You are eternal. Perpetual evolution to higher achievements of Maat is your destiny. You evolve forever in response to the challenges of life. The light of God guides your path. Your mind has many thoughts that live in Maat. It comprehends all things. It establishes the Maat principles of truth, justice, reciprocity, harmony, propriety, and balance. It makes you feel godly. Your brothers and sisters have the same mind. You understand all because it is all. Your brothers and sisters and yourself originate from God. You have the same life experience and common destiny. You are the obverse and reverse sides of one entity. You are unchanging equals. You are the faces which see themselves in each other. You are mutually fulfilling complements. You are simultaneously attributes of God. Their sorrows are your sorrows. Their joy is your joy. They are mutually fulfilled when you stand by each other in service of Maat. Your survival is their survival. They are never beyond rehabilitation and saying, they are not good or evil. The village is good or evil, and it is the village's failure to provide Maat. Failure of the village is to create Maat's conditions for your brothers and sisters' survival makes them failures. Maat is unchanging. God is unchanging. God is an unchanging part of you. God is your eternal consciousness. The culture provides the wisdom. Wisdom provides awareness. Awareness provides consciousness. It is ultimately the village's responsibility to provide Maat so that you can achieve your highest level of humanism. You are the village. You must destroy all obstacles that obstruct Maat. You are self-defining value of Maat. You are the original matter. You evolve from God. God is, therefore you are. You are because God is. God is, therefore I am. I am because God is. I am a unity with God, therefore I am. Alrighty then. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the reading. As I said in the introduction, you can pretty much use it like daily affirmations. You can slice it up take a few lines of what you find, powerful to yourself, using as a song, a hymn, poem, things of that nature, Study all things, keep that which is good. A few connotative language in there, but again, study all things, keep that which is good. Thank you for your time. Please like, share, subscribe on your way out. Keep me and Baby Ashe in your good spirits. Free Baby Ashe, she'll be home soon. Akuna Matata. Peace, love, and energy, energy, energy. And until next time, peace and love. Islam.